Plaintiff Michael Martinez says the defendant was his common-law wife, and he claims things got so out of control with her that it caused him to date men. And he's in court with his boyfriend today. Michael claims the defendant falsely accused him of threatening to harm her, and he's suing her today for breach of contract. Defendant Sarah Hall claims the reason she and Michael broke up is because he couldn't decide if he was gay or bisexual. Sarah claims while they lived together, Michael was selling drugs out of their home. She denies owing him for anything.
Start with you.
All right, sir. Well, I do admit, and it is true, that we did get together rather young.
How young?
We were 14 years old when we first met and 16 years old when we first started dating. Then after 3 years, we did have 3 beautiful boys together. And what I have to say today, sir, is that the relationship was so tumultuous and so out of control and so much drama that, yes, I did turn to men, and I have my partner here today with me, Jeremy McWilliams. We've been together for almost 2 years, and the children do live with us.
And you're saying that the reason you turned to men was because you had problems with a female relationship.
It got out of control. It didn't go there at first, but it did get out of control.
Let me just understand, because I know a lot of people want clarity, right, including the gay community, I'm sure. She made you desire men?
No.
So you already had a desire for men?
No.
That's why I'm confused, because this is what you said, that she's the one that caused you to turn to men. Is that true or not? Is that what you said?
The hell that she put me through, yes, sir.
That caused you to turn to men?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. And you had a desire for men, obviously.
It wasn't...
You have one now, I hope. I'm sure.
Right.
I'm sure he wants to know.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
I'm just trying to understand. Now, I'm not casting judgment, because...
Right.
It doesn't seem that somebody can talk you into it or can make you mad, and that is the result. I know a lot about the lesbian, gay, and bisexual and transgender community. My brother was homosexual, grew up in the household, so I met a lot of his friends and learned a lot from him and read a lot because of the homophobic society that we live in. So I've always tried to get an understanding, and I think I thought, you done thrown me off a little.
What?
I thought I had a good grasp on things. And you say your desire for men arrived when she started acting up. As if to say, if she hadn't acted up, you'd have never wanted me.
I would agree with that.
Okay. Hey, no. That's not nothing to ridicule or laugh about. I was just trying to make it very plain, because I have a lot of people in the LGBT community who will respond to things that they see on my show. And so I'm not trying to ridicule or be funny. I'm really trying to learn.
Right. Well, you know, the stress was there. There was a lot of stress, and it was very tumultuous, like I said. Okay. We had our first split up in 2006 because I found illicit texts, sexually illicit texts, and also she was having naked pictures of men on her cell phone. So we split up for a while, for a few months there, and we did get back together to reconcile for the children. Now, she was always playing games, so in 2009, we had another fallout when we had moved to Denver. I found more naked pictures of men, more illicit texts. I confronted her.
What would she say
it.
when you saw those?
She denied it.
What would she say when you showed her?
I said, I'm packing up my stuff and I'm leaving.
What would she say? You say, this is your phone, and these men are naked. She had to say something. She had to say, well, no, you just don't see the clothes, or this isn't my phone. Did that happen? Did he accuse you of these things?
Your Honor, I was going to school full-time, getting my bachelor's, and then my master's.
That's a good one. And physiology.
No.
Physiology, you had to show their parts.
Your Honor, no. The computer was for school-related. Don't know why he decided to go on my computer or my cell phone, but he did. Those were not naked men picture or anything. There was text messages, yes, but no pictures of naked men. However, he would stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning, demanding when he got home, having sex. I was just done with school. I had just taken care of the 3 kids while he was out doing whatever. Found out later on that he may or may not be gay. Then it turned out he may or may not be bi. Don't know which one it is, because we ended it. I ended it with him. Told him he needed to decide what he's gonna be, where he's gonna go, and figure it out on his own.
What year was that?
That was in 2009.
Let's get back to these naked pictures. Did you have them anywhere on your phone or your computer?
I had text messages, but no naked pictures.
Pictures.
No.
But somebody's being dishonest on the pictures.
Right.
So, go ahead. One of you all are being dishonest.
She did have those naked pictures on her phone because one of them was from a sheriff's deputy. She had lunch with him, and
she had the
he
deputy
wanted to get to know the darker side of her.
But she wouldn't have had the
So
deputy naked.
What happened?
Most people, if they like deputies, is because they like that uniform.
Right. Well, you know, hey.
The women like that uniform, doctor. That's why you hear them all coming here talking. Doyle, I love Doyle. Go ahead.
Well, then at that time, before anything came out about anything about my sexuality, she had called the cops and had falsely accused me of being high and drunk and high on drugs and threatened to kill her. So when they took me down to the jail, I tested negative on any kind of drugs and a blue as 0, okay? So I was, after 3 days in jail, they took me back to court and I pleaded not guilty. Well, the judge didn't want to have it. She threw me back in jail for another 9 days. I came back to court on the 11th day and I pleaded not guilty again. So she told me, well, if you plead guilty, we'll let you out today. And I says, I'm not guilty. She goes, well, you'll have to wait another 9 days to get a public defender. So 20 days was looming over my head. And I'm like, I'm gonna lose my job.
Terrible.
This whole thing caused me to have white hairs on my head. You know, it stressed me the hell out. So here we are today before you. But anyway, back in 2009, I had to plead guilty to this class 3 menacing just to get out to save my job.
Now this breach of contract that you're suing her for, how does that relate?
Okay, well after 2009, after I got out of jail and everything and I tried to fight it for 2 years. So I had moved back to Pueblo to be with my family, and on August 13th, I have the paperwork with me too. She gave me custody of the children in 2010 because she felt that she couldn't adequately take care of the children like she wanted to. And then we moved back up to Denver. And I moved to Aurora, and that's when I met Jeremy. We got a nice place together. We got enough room for the children, and they've been living with us since.
Did she ever take the kids back in?
It was when we first moved up for the first couple of months, and then I had the kids back, and she got evicted. So she got evicted in March of 2012, and then in April 1st, she moved in with us. When she moved in, she said she needed a month or 2 to get back on her feet, okay? And after that 1 to 2 months, she picked up a DUI.
I need an agreement and how she broke the agreement, sir.
Right, we signed an agreement for $500 a month.
There you go.
Okay, and I have the agreement with me.
How long did she stay there?
She was, overall, it was 15 months, and it was supposed to be 1 to 2.
The amount you're suing for, how did that come about? $500 a month?
Because of her DUI,
$1,300.
going back to her DUI, she couldn't pay her initial rent on April 1st.
So she missed April, and what else?
April 1st to the 15th.
Half a month in April, and what else?
After that year went by, she only paid half of her rent in May of 2013.
Half in May. What else?
And then the whole month of June of 2013, she did not pay at all. She said it was her money and she could do whatever she wanted with it, and I
all
agree.
of June. Is that it?
And, well, the utility, that's living expenses that she had agreed to pay for.
How much was that?
$200 for living expenses.
Every month?
Correct, after the 6
and
months.
And what months did she fail to pay?
She failed to pay for the month of May and June of 2013.
That's $200 and $200. And so we have $1,400, I'm counting.
She also damaged the carpet, and she had an oil stain in the garage, so we had cleaning costs.
All right. Well, let me hear from you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. First of all, I did not move in the middle of April, as he stated. I moved in May. I did not initially want to move in because he and I have a history, and I have the police report right here stating what incident happened at when and what he had been charged for and with. On top of that, the agreement that he and I had together was the fact that I was going to move in and help out with the kids, which I did, as well as pay $500 in rent, nothing more. But he ended up charging me additional $200, if not more, for every single month that was supposed to go to the kids, but it did not. In fact, went to marijuana that he sold out of the house. On top of that, he decided to purchase him and his boyfriend a Madonna ticket for $800. And he is the tenant, not the landlord. I also have receipts stating that I paid all the way up till June 16th for the amount of prorated
I'm sorry,
plus the
when
living.
these documents refer to you as husband and wife?
Common law, we filed taxes together. We never got married through church. We never went and got married through the courthouse, nothing.
I know you don't have to. That's why they call it law at the end.
Common law.
Common law, you all are married. Mm-hmm. Common law, you go to the divorce court and get a divorce. You do.
Right.
You ought to know that?
Yes, I do.
You did know that.
We did get the legal separation right after the incident that occurred in 2009.
You have that legal separation, and does it detail the financial arrangements?
I don't have that on me, no. And what I do have, I have police reports.
You know he was married?
Judge, I did not think so.
You messing with a married man.
Well, then they're both in trouble.
So they're both in trouble because she's breaking her vows also.
Yep.
You all are still married. And married couples can't charge each other rent. Can't charge each other rent. And only a judge in divorce court can tell who owes what to whom. So it's based on the divorce judge to determine who gets what. Yes, sir.
And I agree with you. But the agreement with the rental agreement was also with Jeremy McWilliams. He is not married to Sarah Hall.
He's not suing, though. You're still married, go to the divorce court.
This is over and done with. Good riddance.
Well, it's not over and done with. He's going to sue you, so get ready for the next round. And this is just the beginning because we still have custody court and we still have, now we have divorce court coming up. And we're also going to have IRS court because she's been claiming the kids on her taxes when they've been living with me.